Hey, I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Team Rise or Fall to talk about some Beasties Boomers for Friday, July 22nd. And boy, oh boy, do we have some action to get into today. There's 14 games, and guess what? We're going to bring it back to how it was a month ago with the Stacks tool, with the projections video, and the study hub for all formats to dig into this thing on Friday. Before I get into all that, make sure you go to the website, Team Rise or Fall. When you get there, use promo code Beastie. You'll get $10 off your first month of premium services. And I don't care if I spend a couple extra minutes in the opening here telling you about Rise or Fall and everything that's in the works. I don't know if this is allowed. I don't know if it's in a secret laboratory somewhere, but we're all meeting and getting together and coming up with ideas, a way to get out more direct content to you when it comes to football DFS. So why not hitch your wagon now? Once this video's over, go to the website, type in promo code Beastie, and I'll see you there in the Discord, which is also free, and there's also premium options there. I mean, this website, Rise or Fall, just continues to morph and build into a monster of DFS content and sports betting stuff. So let's talk about baseball. As I said, there's 14 games tonight. I believe lock time, main on FanDuel at least, is at 7:05 p.m. I want to focus on one game. We're getting back in the swing of things. Last night was pretty cool. Texas scored 8 runs. Adolis Garcia. I went on that whole Captain Insano thing, and guess what? Guy hit a bomb. So let's keep that momentum rolling, and let's talk about Tampa Bay at Kansas City, but let's bring in the study hub, shall we? And here we are. This isn't it beautiful? It's like I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when things go wrong, right? You get dealt the crappy hand, or like a wrench gets thrown into the works, and you work hard and you work your way back, and then boom! Right now, at this exact moment in time, everything is as it should be. Here we are. The Team Rise or Fall projections page, the Team Rise or Fall study hub for FanDuel batter matchups, DraftKings batter matchups, and then the good old Stacks tool. So as it stands right now, I am over the moon happy to now be back broadcasting with all the Team Rise or Fall amenities in front of me. So, as I said, I want to talk about Tampa Bay playing in Kansas City, and to be more specific, I want to stack the Tampa Bay Rays here. When you look at Tampa Bay, 51-41 following a 7-5 victory over Baltimore all the way back to last Sunday, and when you look at Kansas City, they're 36-56, really doing nothing in the AL Central, 36-56, following a 4-2 loss to Toronto Sunday all the way back. When we look at the matchups, the specific batter matchups, I'm going to isolate it now. Hopefully I don't forget how to do this. I know you won't, because everybody has been so kind to me and kind to the website, sticking through as we move along here. So as you can see, I want to talk about Tampa Bay, and I want to bring up Yandy Diaz briefly. When you look at Yandy, he looks to be leading off today, and this guy's been, how can I put this? Yandy Diaz has been outstanding. Right now, he leads Tampa Bay with his average, 294. His on-base percentage is 407. Yandy Diaz has been solid, and nobody cares about him. Nobody talks about him, but he's got that multi-positional eligibility, first base, third base, and now you're telling me this cat is going to be leading off tonight? That's even more of a reason to really love what's going on. And against Kansas City pitcher Brad Keller, 5-9, 3.96 ERA, nothing crazy. So as you can see here across the board, his projection tier is an A, his value tier is an A, and his projection right here, 11.13. Let's bring in the DraftKings batter matchups here, and we'll find him. We're going to go down right about here. When you look at him, it's all green across the board. His rating stinks, 3.59. It's red, but again, his tier is an A+, and his ownership percentage on DK only at 1.5%. And when you go back through his player log or his game log, we're talking 1 knock, 2 knock, 3 knocks. I mean, this guy has been on base and getting hits at an unbelievably good clip here. Let's move down the list. Let's go to Brandon Lowe, their starting second baseman, left-handed bat. Let's type him in here and see what we get. When you look at Tampa Bay, but just a sidebar really quick, it stinks that Wander Franco hurt his wrist, if I'm not mistaken, but it gives opportunities to other guys, and we wish Wander the best, and he'll be back better than ever. The kid's a young blue chip prospect here. But when you look at Brandon Lowe, here we go. A's across the board. Again, projection tier, his value tier, and his ownership percentage, 3.2%. I think that's going to die down as the day kind of progresses here, because again, there's 14 games. The Dodgers are playing. I mean, you're going to get the normal rush to the teams that people know are playing here. On FanDuel, however, let's see what Brandon Lowe's got going on in his batter matchups. It's just, you love to see that too. Look at him across the board here. A's across the board. I said I was going to stop saying boom, and maybe now across the board needs to be added into that. But hey, if we're flowing in a video, you're flowing here. When we look at Brandon Lowe, his projection, as I stated before, 12.84, that's lovely. With his price tag on FanDuel at only $2,800, if Brandon Lowe can hit 12.84, you consider that would be a day. But I'm telling you now, I'm thinking I'm not going to go out on a limb and say Brandon Lowe doubles that projection here, but I can see Brandon Lowe hit a bomb, and then out of nowhere, you're at 18 plus points in this one. So his value and his ownership percentages, all green across the board. Let's go down to the 3-hole, and that's one of my favorite plays, day in and day out, and that's Randy A, I'm going to call him. Folks say Arizona, however you want to do it. When you look at Randy right here, Randy's only $3,100 on FanDuel. Let's check in on Randy on DK and his price tag there. Look at that. He's $5,100 on DK, and that's telling you something. A value tier on DraftKings, on FanDuel. He is also an A for tier in value. Let's look up Randy's projection, and we'll move on from there. And I'm going to tie up this video in a nice little bow with the stacks tool, because again, you can see everything from start to finish, mainly Tampa Bay, and how they stack up in terms of money and weight that way against all the other teams playing today. When you look at Randy Arizona, I said that already, A here. Ownership percentage, only 2.10% in the 3-hole against Brad Keller. When you look at Brad Keller, from what I remember when I did my notes last night, Brad Keller I believe he throws his changeup a majority of the time. I'm thinking like 48 to 51% of the time, down and away. And as a right-handed pitcher against a right-handed batter, that down and away, down and in stuff is absolutely in Randy's wheelhouse. So expect a bomb from Randy. I'll call it now. This is Beastie's Boomers. Beastie whispered in my ear. You can't see it because she's not on camera right now, but she said, you know what, Chris, let's go out on a limb and say Randy A hits a bomb tonight. So when you look at his projection, 12.16, he's going to absolutely dismantle that, and his value tier is already an A. So if this guy hits a home run tonight, it's going to be an A+++++. So don't build your lineups without Randy A today. Last but not least, in the 4 spot, and this one stings a little bit. Isaac Paredes was a Tiger. They traded him for Austin Meadows before the season, and Austin Meadows has been awful to say the least. Hopefully he comes around. Video's not about that. That one is about Isaac Paredes, who's just been smashing. Let's just call it what it is, PARA. We'll see what we get for Isaac. Not in the study hub as of yet. That just goes to say that maybe we're thinking he's not active tonight. That's all well and good. That's fine. In the event that he is not, I know that G-Man Choi looks to be batting in the 5th spot, but he could be bumped up to 4th if need be. So let's run with G-Man Choi briefly. His projection on FanDuel, 10.05. And now we get to a point where his FanDuel projection tier is a B. His value tier is a C. Ownership percentage next to nothing at 6%, or excuse me, at 0.6% here. And when we find him on the DraftKings batter matchup, here we go, right there, C and a B, ownership percentage only 1.1% there. But when you look at G-Man Choi, give me a moment while I have some notes on a separate page here. When you look at G-Man Choi, 66 games, 278 average, 385 on base. He's got 41 ribbies. He's scored 26 times. He's got 7 bombs, and he's walked 39 times. So will he get on base? Yes and no, but I love the idea of G-Man Choi tonight in that fourth spot if Isaac is inactive tonight, and I just don't see that to be the case. So we'll run with Yandy, Lowe, Arizona, Paredes, and we can bump up Choi if need be. Let's double check the stacks tool before we split, and we'll get the heck out of here. And as you can see, everything is beautifully placed in front of you. And just a reminder right here, all you got to do is click the Discord icon and you're there. And it is 100% free. There are a few premium options, as some of our coaches who add their cores, and some of the coaches, they go in there and they broadcast live 20-30 minutes leading up to lock. So as we look down here, let's scroll down to find Tampa Bay. Shouldn't be too hard, just 2 letters, TB, and here they are. When you look at Tampa Bay, let me go back up and look at the legend in terms of what each row means. Runs, FanDuel salary, their projection. So right now, Tampa Bay is projected to score around 4.36 runs. I think that is very low. Let me bring my face back in. I'll give you a final score prediction, and we will move on. How about it? And here we are, my face again. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate you. You gave me the time, the 2 weeks to get better and get right. And I didn't want to do a video or a recording that was half-assed. I don't like to do anything that way. So again, thank you for all the love and the patience and the support here. Last time I'll say it, because again, dog days of summer are here and we are going to get after it. I promised you a final score prediction. I think Tampa Bay wins this one handedly. You're looking at like a 7-3, 8-3 final score on the strength of a Yandy Diaz bomb, on the strength of a Randy A bomb. And I mean, why not? If we're going to shoot for the moon and record a video, DFS video, and bring it out to folks, let's just go for the gusto. Before I split, make sure you go to the website, use promo code BEASTIE. You'll get $10 off your first month of premium services. And right now is the time to do it. Get in now before the rush of all the football content and the football season starts to get rolling. So until I see you again, be good, be well, and let's smash tonight, shall we? Bye-bye.